Hi, welcome back, math lovers. You've been away for a while, but notwithstanding, we are here for the love of the game. We are here for you. Now, continuing with our real number system, we are at a very particular episode where we are going to deal with order of operations, particularly BODMAS. These are just initials. So we have BODMAS. Please, you have to bear with me. There's a school behind my place, my house, and they just closed. So bear with me. Just concentrate on me. If I have to wait for them, I'll delay. So now, with these particular operations, we are just going to do calculations, right? So a way how, in fact, the steps involved in solving a math, and we are dealing with fractions. You know that. So now here we are going to read and then explain. I'm not going to write that much. So here he said, when solving problems involving fractions which have more than one of the following signs, we have off, multiplication sign, the addition sign, the subtraction, and then the division sign. We use what is known as BODMAS. The following steps should be followed in the order shown, right? So anytime you are given a question or an equation or whatever problem to solve, make sure that you have to look at these in order of precedence. So if you are looking at it, first one, you check off, and off is basically the B, right? The bracket. So let's say the off will come, which means multiplication, then the bracket will come. So if there's no off, you go to bracket. You understand? If there's no bracket, then you go to what? The B. Sorry. So bracket first, brackets of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, right? So that is the order, right? So if you check and there's nothing like brackets, you move to the next operator, which will be off. If there's off, you move to what? From off, you move to division, and in that sequence. That is the basic idea from this episode or parts. So I may not be doing much of a calculation, but only the precedence or the order that is important to me, right? So the step one is what? To deal with anything in brackets first, if there's any, like we said. Then you move to step two, we're dealing with off, if there's any. So the off means multiplication, right? Now we deal with D, division, if there's any. You have the sign there. We deal with what? M, which is the multiplication, and then if there's any. So you see that the condition is there, if there's any. Then we have A, addition, then we deal with what? Subtraction. If there's none of them, you move in that sequence. You move. That is it. So for here, I will deal with only one example and one solution, and I'll move on because I want to deal with a word problem under that. Now, for instance, we have been given point 1. We have one whole number 2 to the third minus the whole of the bracket, which is one whole number 3 over 4, division 2 whole number 5 over 8. This is it. Now, like we said, the order of precedence is what? Brackets. So we have brackets here. So if it is bracket, then we come down. Bracket here. We have it here like it's written here. Now, the first thing to do, normally, even though it was not pinpointed out or maybe in these initials, but normally it will be proper and convenient for you to change every fraction into improper. That is the advice. So even, let's say, even that should be the first thing to do, right? When fractions are involved, right? So by any other operation, any other question that you'll be given in exams or to solve or whatever in your jotter, when you have been given such a thing, you can just go ahead and by looking at the operations, the precedence. But when fractions are involved, it is better and to be of your interest, in your own interest, to do arrangement of conversion of the fraction into improper, right? Improper, or maybe yes. So move them from the mixed fraction to improper. That is the takeaway. Now, with that being done for all of them, that one there's no precedence here. Just do for all of them. So you have here that will be one whole number 2/3 will be this 5 over 3 minus into whole bracket. Make sure you keep the bracket until you are done. Keep the bracket, the question that you have been given. So that is it. So We do that, and then we have that. Now we have done how to do the addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. So I'm not going to worry myself. And then we have the answer to be 1. The same thing will follow for the rest of the questions, right? Now I will move on to an interesting part where we are going to deal with word problem. So here, this is a word problem. The word problem means that instead of the examiner, or the one setting the question, just writing the question straight forward. Let's say, for instance, 1 whole number 1/2 plus a 3 whole number 7/8. This is the normal, the casual way that every student get abreast with or get to know. Now there are situations whereby, especially in section B, where the examiner will not write the question straight ahead, but will give you in English form. So I told you earlier that if you don't understand even English, then you wouldn't understand math. Don't get it twisted. If you don't understand English, some part of math you wouldn't understand. So that is it. Now, giving you everything in word or in sentence or a statement, we write them into equation or mathematical expressions, and then from there you solve it. So here you have been given example 1, right? We are saying that a rod is 10 whole number 7/8, right, meter long. Now 4/9 of it is cut off. What is the remaining length? Read this very carefully. Now many a time you rush through this and you get it wrong. A rod is 10 whole number 7/8 meter long. 4/9 of it is cut off. What is the remaining length? Now there's 2 ways to solve this, right? So we look at it very carefully. Every sentence or every part of the sentence is very important. Don't overlook them. Now, the first method is that 4/9 of 10 whole number 7/8. That's what we have. So we read that a rod is 10 whole number 7/8 meter long. Now 4/9 of it is cut off. So the moment you see the off, we were introduced to the order of precedence, so take note of them. Off. So 4/9 of it. So pause there. Of it. So now we have 4/9 of the length that you were given in fraction. So you have this. Now with the off, you do your calculation. The off means multiplication. So you just do that, and then you arrive at 29/6. This is the first method. Now let's look at the major part of the question. We are saying that 4/9 of it is cut off. So now cut off meaning subtraction. So now that we have this 29/6, now we are looking at the remaining length. So we have 10/7/8 now minus whatever you got from the first method, right? So 29/6, we do the subtraction, and then we arrive at 6 whole number 1/24. I know you know this, you know the calculation. The moment you are able to write into mathematical expressions, then you can do the calculation, because we know addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and all of the operations. So that is it. Now, second method, someone may use the first method and get it right. Someone also, another person, may use the second method. Now, the second method, look at what is said. Now, we are saying that if 4/9 of the total length is cut off, so then 1 minus 4/9. So now we are dealing in form of fraction, and we learned that for a fraction is a whole. So the whole of the item is 1. A whole fraction is a whole of an item. A whole means 1. So now we have 1 minus the 4/9. We have 5/9. That is it. It will be of the remaining length. So therefore, the remaining length that we have, we come back to the sentence again, because we are dealing with the question with expression or statement. So we come back to the original sentence. Off. So off again, 9/5/9 off this. Then we do that again. We arrive at 6 whole number 1/24. You realize that the same answer is here. Even though I rushed through it, my focus was not on the answer but on the method, right? So you can pause the video and check from your book and then do this. We will see you in the next one. Bye for now.